This week in gaming, we are back. It is October 5th, 2025, and today we're going to be talking about everything that happened this week in gaming. There was a lot that happened. Sheesh is right. I don't even know how to get into today because today's going to be kind of a sad one. I tried so hard to find some wins this week, but there's a lot of fails. Even the just like regular stories that we have today are going to be rough. So let's just get into our first fail. Well, let's get into the wins and fails. We got slow start, console conjurers, canned cause, silent sales, and disastrous death. It's rough. So let's take a look at our first fail. We have Avalanche studio closure. The studio behind Just Cause is closing their UK studio and restructuring their company. This comes after Microsoft canceled their project Contraband. They will now only have 2 offices in Sweden, as they have also closed their New York and Montreal offices last year. No, I love that game, fuckers. I know. So this is going to be an overall trend you're going to notice today. A lot of things even tangentially related, did I use that word correctly? I think I did, to Microsoft or Xbox is in the shitter right now. It's rough. This is a really rough week for any Xbox fans. All 4 of you guys that are still around. Let's go into a win. Let's cleanse our palate a little bit because this is sad. The company is still alive. Avalanche still exists, but it is seriously downsized after this. They had been working on Contraband since like 2021, and Xbox is just like, nah, we're not doing it anymore. We're canceling that. So yeah, when stuff like that happens, it can really jeopardize your company. And the UK office was actually open just like 5 years ago, or maybe not even that, maybe 4 years ago, and it's already closing, which is sad. Anyways, let's go on to a win. Wizard 101 is coming to consoles. Wizard 101 is an MMO on PC for children, but is now coming to console. It launches October 9th for PlayStation 4 and 5, and then it's also coming to Xbox One and Xbox Series X/S. It is also planned for the Switch, but not yet dated. Have you guys ever played Wizard 101? I used to play that as a kid, and it was honestly pretty fun. It's a pretty fun game. Not even gonna lie. Soap? Nope. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's whatever. I haven't played it in a minute, but I'm sure never heard of it. Oh, really? Okay. Well, it's cool. I know that some people have been playing it recently. Like, it's become trendy again, like with adults, but it's definitely like an MMO that's made for kids. Like, have you ever heard of Toontown? It's kind of like that. The Disney MMO, which is for children as well. It's alright. It's a cool game. But it's coming to console now, so if you guys want to play a children's game. I'm telling you, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel for some wins here. I just need a win. I just needed a win for today. Let's go on to another fail. These come easy. Call of Duty's beta. I mean, this is a win somewhat, I guess. The new Black Ops 7 beta launched this week to a lukewarm reception. Gamers immediately compared it to the wildly successful launch of Battlefield 6, because why wouldn't you? I mean, it's the obvious comparison. With a player count of just $75,000, or 75,000 players, that's just 14.4% of the massive 521,000 player count for Battlefield. 14.4% is very low, but I mean 75,000 players is nothing to scoff at. And any other game this would be a success, but not so much for Call of Duty. One thing I did notice is that this is the early access for people who pre-ordered for October 2nd to October 5th. To be fair, you did not have to pay to play the beta for Battlefield. So everyone was able to get into it for free as long as they had watched gameplay footage or whatever. The open beta is now. So I actually want to check this and just make sure that it hasn't changed. Call of Duty player count. And the interesting thing is, so I've noticed that they don't call it Call of Duty Black Ops 6. It's just called Call of Duty now. I think all of the Call of Duties like exist within one application, if I'm not mistaken. Because when I looked it up, I couldn't find Black Ops 7 player counts. I could only find something that says Call of Duty on the Steam charts. So yeah, here it is. Okay, look at that, look at that. So they opened it up to everybody. It did go up to 100,000. It did go up to just shy of 100,000, but that's still, like, that's lower than their peak 2.9 years ago. And that's still less than a fifth of the player count that that Battlefield had. So I would not say that this is successful comparing it to Battlefield, but I mean, as a launch for a beta, it's like not bad. Like I would kill to have 100,000 concurrent players. But this is just launched, like went up to 99,000. It's already down to 76,000 players right now. So like 20,000 people already fell off. I think that this is kind of a warning sign. Not gonna lie, I think that this could be bad. I think this could be a really disastrous launch for them. Been like that for like 3 years. Oh, it just being one application. I didn't know about that. I haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops 2, so I'm like five Black Opses away from being up to date with this. But people are clowning on it. People are clowning on it heavily. And another thing that's being clowned on is the fact that Call of Duty will apparently reuse all the skins from the previous game. So like all of your Beavis and Butthead skins, your Nicki Minaj skins, your 420 Seth Rogen skins, or your Snoop Dogg skins, all of those are gonna come back. So like people are already like joking about how it's ruined. Like and oh, I want to show this off because it's worth. This isn't part of the presentation, but I think this is worth showing. Battlefield 6 teaser. Let me see if I can find it. They made a teaser that made fun of yeah, so they made they made fun of Call of Duty with a teaser. And I think this is worth checking out.
The world is a vampire.
Oh, we can't play this. They have a bunch of cool people. Look at that. They got all the cool guys.
We're here to do one thing. One.
Who was that?
Doesn't matter. Let's move.
Flag, 2 clicks out.
Time. Let's take it out.
They immediately made fun of the goofy ass skins from Call of Duty and replaced it with just some like no-name soldiers. I think that was a really funny dig, and maybe it's not as obvious to other people, but they're making fun of how like unrealistic and like immersion breaking the skins in Call of Duty are.
Showtime. Okay, boys, we're here to do one thing. One.
It was just amazing. And then it's just like some really tactical looking guys. Just like, who was that?
Doesn't matter. Let's move.
That's
Flag,
great.
2 clicks out.
I love that.
Let's take it out. Let's go.
So I thought that was really funny. And yeah, so people are just clowning on Call of Duty. That's why they're getting a fail here. Not because like 70,000 is bad or 100,000 is bad. Just because we're talking about Call of Duty. And they're getting fucking wrecked right now by Battlefield. So yeah, that's my fail for that slot. Let's go on to a win. Silent Hill sells a whopping 1 million copies. I don't know if you guys heard about this. This looks fucking tight, dude. Tight. Can we play some music? There we go. Silent Hill F is what it's called. The new game sells 1 million units in one day. Silent Hill 2 was able to sell this many copies in a week. That was the previous game, the Silent Hill 2 remake. This new entry moves away from a Western setting and takes place in Japan. And I know I just started the music, but we're about to stop it again because we have a trailer that I want to look at.
Peggy 18.
I haven't actually consumed much of media about this, so I don't really know. I didn't pre-watch this either. I'm actually excited because I hear it's good. Unlike cat food, that's not very good.
To me, to Tuco, to Mother. Apologize for all the trouble you've caused us.
Facial animations are a little bit creepy looking. I don't know if they're meant to be creepy, they just look terrible.
I do quite envy her, though. I can't believe it was her.
I have to say, I'm rather jealous.
It looks like a fisheye
Her
close-up.
of all people.
Whoa! Hate to see it. I hate when people cut my face with a
I
knife.
see. For today only,
It's kind of rude.
this will be our little secret. But
Say you're sorry. Get on your knees.
if it happens to remain alive even after today,
Tell me.
as your sister,
Oh gosh, I'm getting so
I'll
much
kill
tea
you
right
if
now.
I
I'm getting
must.
messages on my watch.
his as well.
Yo, what the fuck is the no? No fuck that, dude. Hold on, can we take a look at that creature again? That fucking cryptid?
As well.
Dude, something comes walking with a knife like this out of a fucking alleyway, I'm running in the opposite direction. Look at that shit, dude.
For his sake as well.
And it just stops and looks at you. Nope. No, thank you. This looks really tight. What happened to her back? Oh my, no! Oh, that's disgusting. That's like playing on that fear that people have, like, what is it? The phobia of like holes in your skin.
Every part. I'll destroy it all.
I hated my father. But I didn't really like my mother either.
Yo, that's so fucking cool. That is so cool. No wonder that shit sold 1 million copies. Holy fuck, dude. That's tight. I like that. I might need to play it. Although I never finish horror games. That's the only reason that I don't want to play it is I know I'm not going to finish it. I'll play it for like an hour and then I won't finish it. I still haven't finished Expedition 33. And I may never finish it because it's looking like I might need to cancel my my subscription. Let's take a look at the next the next slide. Xbox is over. We got a little picture of Phil Spencer up there. He's looking very unhappy because a disaster hit Microsoft's gaming division this week as users are canceling subscriptions, games are being canceled, and massive restructuring is underway, as it has been for a while. That's nothing new, but what is new is the cancellations. In a time where the platform needs to lock in, they are dropping the ball. And I think a lot of people have been sharing that sentiment because we all know Xbox is on their last legs here. Like, I mean, they're not really selling consoles. They're kind of giving up against PlayStation. So the question is, oh boy, the question is, what is going on? Well, the Game Pass price has increased. Let me move this so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, Game Pass introduced new subscription tiers that makes day one access cost roughly 50% more for both PC and Xbox. This has caused such a big uproar with subscribers, their site crashed as people flooded to cancel their subscriptions. This is like DEFCON levels of like terrible. So for Xbox Game Pass Essential, this is just basically, I don't know what this gives you, to be honest, but you can pay $10, and it used to be $10 as well, so it's staying $10. Game Pass Premium is also staying $15, but if you want Game Pass Ultimate, which is where you're going to get day one access to new games, you're going to pay $30 now instead of the $20 you were paying before. And the PC Game Pass, which is the same thing as this but for PC, you're going to be paying $16.50 instead of $11.99. So this is a little bit less than 50%. It's like 40 something percent. This is a 50% increase, and this is for day one access for like all of the games. You get half as many games with Game Pass Premium, and it says within a year you'll be able to play new games. Why would they do this is what a lot of people are asking. What's going on that they need to charge up the wazoo for a subscription? I mean, $30 a month. I mean, in 2 months, you've already spent the amount of money that you'd spend for a full game that you get to keep forever. Why would I spend $30 a month to play games that I don't even get to keep? Well, it turns out Game Pass lost $300 million on one game. That might have a little thing to do with it. The reason for the price increase appears to be in part due to a leak that placing the Black Ops 6 on Game Pass cost Microsoft $300 million. That's one game in lost sales. That's crazy. I mean, can you, they're not making this back on Game Pass subscriptions. I mean, I can tell you right now. And that's one game. I mean, that's not including Starfield. That's not including, the Doom game. It's not including, Oblivion. That's not including, any of the big releases that they've had this year. Those are the only ones I can think of. But, I mean, they've lost a lot of money in potential sales. And I think this is a thing that we've all known in the back of our heads, like, how are they making money on this? But it seems to be that they're not, which is why they're increasing the price of everything. They're increasing the price, hoping to make up for that lost revenue ahead of the Black Ops 7 launch. Because they're worried they're going to lose another $300 million. And they probably will. I mean, let's be honest. So, where do they go from here? To be honest, it looks dire. I think, and this is a crazy idea. But I think they need to sell more games. You know, sell the actual copies of the games. And the reality is, if they want to create a Game Pass-like product, they're gonna have to charge like $30 for day one access. Like, this makes sense, but a lot of people are unhappy because they've been getting a product for much cheaper all this time. Now, they've included extras in the Game Pass subscription model. Like, you get Fortnite Premium or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Which is like cool if you like Fortnite. They are also including Ubisoft classic games, I guess, which is cool if you like Ubisoft. So that's cool for like 4 people. It's not looking good. Oh my gosh, my bot's wild. My bot loves that Kieran emote for some reason. But yeah, so this is rough. Honestly, there's no way to sugarcoat this. I think Xbox within the next few years will be like Sega. I don't think Xbox is going to go anywhere. I think it'll still exist, but I think Xbox is going to become a publisher. They're not going to make consoles anymore. I have a really hard time imagining a world where Xbox is still competing with PlayStation in stores as a console. Like, in the same way that, like, I can't imagine a Sega Dreamcast 2 coming out to compete with the Nintendo Switch. Like, it's just not going to happen. They've lost. It's over. So, I'm not sure where they're going to go from here as a company. I'm not sure if this will even like, Microsoft has so much money. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. But Microsoft is a bubble right now. They're not making money from their gaming division. They're spending so much money on video games, acquiring studios, and they're not getting any return on it. They're spending so much money on AI, not getting a return on it. And I mean, what are they making money on? Windows? I mean, I guess they're doing good on Windows. They're not selling Microsoft 365 products anymore. No one's buying that. People just use like Google Sheets like I'm using right now. So I don't know. I think Microsoft is like, I'm so bearish on Microsoft as a company in general. Like, I really think that they have a fall coming, and honestly, kind of deserved. I do not like Microsoft. I'm not a big fan of Microsoft. I've been very open about every single Microsoft product being something that I deeply dislike. I would prefer Apple or Linux before Microsoft any day, but I use it because most of the programs I have need it. And it's just something that I've grown up on and like kind of just gotten grandfathered into. But anytime that I can use an Apple product, I love doing it because it's better. It's better for video editing. It's better for music creation. It's better for homework. It's better for literally everything in my life. So, yeah, rip Xbox, I guess. Next slide. Let's go into our first story for the day. Vantage Studios. You guys remember Ubisoft? Remember that Ubisoft company? That silly old place. Ubisoft and Tencent revealed the name of their new studio that will make all their top Ubisoft IP games, like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six, will now be developed under the name Vantage Studios, with Tencent owning 25% of said developer. So what that means for you guys is anytime you see a game made in these made by these these IPs, for lack of another word, is going to be by a new company called Vantage Studios. I'm not sure what their logo is. I tried to find a picture of their logo, but they don't have one yet. And this is going to be kind of like a partnership between Ubisoft and Tencent. I mean, like, I want to say that I dislike it, that I don't really like that, you know, China's buying big companies, but honestly, Ubisoft is kind of like a hindrance, right? Like, when you own Ubisoft, that kind of sucks. Like, that's worse for China than it is for anybody else. I mean, it's possible that they could come back, but I don't think it's likely. So I'm not sure. I think that I saw something that like Vantage Studios is gonna have like 8 other offices all around the world that are included within their within their umbrella. So I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. They're gonna be spending a lot of money on a bunch of different like offices. They're gonna be spread out, and then the game is not gonna be very good. It's gonna overpromise and underdeliver like they always do. I don't see anything really changing with this company. It's just under a new name and has a big daddy donor of Tencent. So I mean, honestly, Ubisoft is the one winning here. They're the ones getting all the money from Tencent to stay alive. I mean, at the beginning of this year, I didn't even think Ubisoft would still be a company. I mean, it's not. It's being converted into Vantage Studios, but I didn't think that in any semblance would they still retain control, which they are. They are containing majority control, but Tencent is like close. Tencent owns like 49.9% of Ubisoft. To put this into perspective, like they own so much of it. It's like they get one more share, and Ubisoft is not theirs anymore. Ubisoft is not owned by themselves anymore. So I don't know. I really don't know what to say about this, other than I guess Ubisoft. You get to survive another few more releases. Like now is the time to lock in. I mean, it's the time for Xbox to lock in has come and gone. But Ubisoft can still survive. They really, really just ball out on the court. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's go on to our next story. Deus Ex system requirements. This one was really funny. Remember Deus Ex? Do you guys remember that? Let's take a look at the trailer again. This isn't part of my presentation, but I just want to let you guys remember the glorious graphics of Deus Ex Remastered. It's important that you see this.
You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel.
Hello? The full screen button isn't working. Do you see this? Oh, it is in full screen. What the? It didn't go into full screen. That's crazy. Okay.
You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel.
So amazing. Look at these graphics.
But soon, there will be order again. A new age, and we will be
Let's
crowned
go.
as kings. Better than kings. Gods.
Ah, that's so realistic. Those graphics are amazing, dude. I can't believe they're gonna harness the power of the PS5 for that. It's the only console that could. So, yeah, you need a 2080 to run that, by the way. Yep. You need a 2080. You need an RTX 2080 to run that motherfucker. So Deus Ex, on top of having terrible graphics, has laughably high system requirements. The recommended specs are an RTX 2080, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a Ryzen 7 5800, and yeah, that's what you need. A user on X quickly pointed out that this is higher than even Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which, by the way, is a game that looks like this. Yeah, let me pull it up. This is Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Somehow this has lower system requirements. I don't know how that happened. But you can see the post over here by this guy, Mab, working on Ethos, some sort of dev. He says, for context, the recommended specs are higher than Mankind Divided, and he includes a couple images comparing the two. I'm not sure how well you can see this. On the bottom right here, we have the fucking blocky looking Deus Ex Mankind, or Deus Ex Remastered versus Mankind Divided, which has all this amazing volumetric lighting and everything. I have a screenshot of the system requirements up here. So to be fair, the minimum does show that you need an Intel i3 or an AMD FX 4100, which are really low requirements, and 4 gigabytes of RAM, and a GeForce GT 620, which is a 1 gigabyte graphics card, and you need 20 gigabytes of space. So that's what I would expect, but that's just the minimum. The recommended, and maybe they're just shooting for the moon. Like, it would be, an ideal world if you had a NASA computer. That would be cool. I don't know why they would say that though. It says for recommended, what you're recommended to have is an Intel i7/AMD Ryzen 7 5800, 16 gigabytes of RAM, an RTX 2080, or an RX 6750. What do you need that hardware for? I couldn't even imagine, like you could have ray tracing running on this and it still wouldn't, still shouldn't use that much resources. You shouldn't need anything more than like a GTX like 1050. Not even a TI, just a normal 1050 should like run this thing at like 200 frames a second. I don't see where this resource necessity is coming from. I would like to know, Mo, what is your thoughts on this? Because you can't run this. If this is, you wouldn't meet the recommended specs because you have a 1070. So, I just don't know what's happening here. I don't know how in the world we got to this point. Sorry, that was my rant. Imagine. I just, like, again, this is the game.
Copper wiring to reroute.
This is the game. Like, what uses a 20, what is this using a 2080 for? Is it running ray tracing and like a Bitcoin miner in the background? Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't. Like, honestly, the GT 620 is still kind of a little high. Like, I would expect this to run on like, oh my, like this should run on like a GTX 480, you know? Like, this should run on like 256 megabytes of RAM. Like, this is so low. This should run on a PS2, you know what I mean? It just looks that bad. I don't understand how it's possible. My only explanation is that they probably made this in an Unreal Engine, but just like dragged and dropped all the previous assets that existed and just like put like I don't know, high fidelity on it. Just high res textures maybe. That's my only explanation. Should have run on a Switch. Yeah, it should run on a Switch. I'd be surprised if it didn't. Fuck it, PSP. Yeah, honestly, this looks like a PSP game for sure, or like even like a DS. Like not even a Switch, like a DSi. So yeah, I believe that's all we have for today. Oh, and there's one more thing I had to add this last minute because this just happened. So any of my Unity devs out there, be warned. Never mind, I lied. We have one more slide before the Unity thing.
Welcome to Amazon Luna, where you can play in a whole new way. It's never been easier to play with or against family and friends.
Amazon
across
Luna!
exclusive titles,
Snoop Dogg!
party games, and more.
Woo!
Included with Prime. Play the games
This
you
is
love
not new?
and
What do you
discover
mean
new
this is not new?
favorites
This is
on the
brand
devices
new.
you already own.
Look at that, you can play it on any device.
Luna, here to play.
Let's go! Are you guys excited for this? Are you guys so hyped for this brand new product that never existed before? This shit's been a thing for years. Not like this. You don't understand. You really just don't understand. Amazon Luna is so back. So Amazon Luna, while it did used to exist, is different now. Remember Amazon Luna, the failed cloud gaming service? Well, they are back, targeting the casual audience with hits such as a new AI Snoop Dogg mobile game. Surely it'll work this time, rolls eyes. What do you mean? What do you mean? So, as pictured right here, you can see him, and you could have seen him in the trailer. They have a new they have a new Snoop Dogg AI game. So it's like a courtroom game where you play as different characters. Basically, what this is Jackbox. They're turning Amazon Luna into Jackbox, where you can play on your phone, you can play on your TV, and you can it's like a party game, and it's for casual players. And their big selling point is this Snoop Dogg AI. And I mean, Snoop Dogg will honestly do anything for a bag. He really will. And I just wanted to share this because I don't really have anything to say about it. It's dumb. Like, Amazon Luna, or Amazon in general, is just trying so hard to be like, hey guys, hey fellow kids, do you like the video games? Do you guys like video games? Because we have video game. You guys like Angry Birds, right? Hey, I know you kids, you love your Angry Birds. Yeah, so that's just something I wanted to point out. Amazon Luna's trying really hard. They're doing their best. I don't know why it exists. Honestly, Amazon adds so much into their Prime subscription. You get like Amazon like Music with like ads, I think probably. You get Amazon Prime with ads. They didn't used to have ads. You used to get them for free. You can get like what is it? What they bought? Is it Audacity? Like their audiobooks. You get obviously free shipping, like that's the whole point, you pay for it, but now you also get Amazon Luna. Like, they're adding all this shit into Amazon Prime subscriptions. I feel like, oh, you also get a free $5 sub or $6 sub now, Audible. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Audacity is the fucking program for audio. Anyways, Amazon's added so much stuff. Amazon is like a boomer uncle that tries to relate every Christmas. Hey, they're trying though. I feel like they're increasing the price. Like, all the stuff that they're adding to the Prime subscription is like slowly ticking up the price of the subscription. It's like, it would be so much cheaper if it just gave you the one fucking thing that you want, which is free shipping on their packages. Like, that's all I want. Like, stop adding this stupid shit that I don't want. Put it away. So yeah, I don't know. Like, it is cool if it doesn't affect my my Prime sub. But copium. But yeah, I don't like that this is potentially costing me more money. It's like a secret, like, baked in like cost. Like, I'm paying for Amazon Luna. Like, I have access to this. Like, we could play this tonight if we want to. I just wouldn't dare subject myself to something like that. Anyways, that is finally it. Let's move on to the Unity thing that I was alluding to earlier. So, Unity sent out an urgent email. They sent me four. They sent me 4 of these fucking things. Informing developers that any game made using an engine since 2017 has a major security flaw. While the details are not clear, they're asking devs to quickly update their games, and some have begun mass removals until the issue has been resolved, which is heartbreaking. Can you imagine how many games have been made using Unity since 2017? I got 3 of them. That's so funny. Why did they send so many? Obsidian Games, which, I mean, we all know that company, right? It's a subsidiary of Xbox now. They made the original Fallout games. They made Fallout New Vegas. They made Outer Worlds, Pillars of Exile, or Pillars of Eternity, my bad. Obsidian made a post on X saying, a security vulnerability affecting our games that use Unity has recently been identified. As a precaution and to keep you safe, we have temporarily removed the following titles and products from digital storefronts while we implement the necessary updates to address the issue. So, Grounded 2 has been removed. Avowed has been removed. Pillars of Eternity 2, and Pentiment. These are games I didn't even realize that they made in Unity, but all of these you can't download right now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Grounded 2 just came out, right? Like, this is serious. Like, this is really affecting, like, these studios that made the games, because now they have to spend money to, like, fix this issue. They have to spend resources testing it. I don't even know what they're testing it for. I mean, it almost seems like behind the scenes, Unity is working with these high-profile developers more closely than they are with people like me. Because I don't even know what the vulnerability is. I don't know how they're testing this vulnerability because I don't know what is vulnerable. I just know that there's an update that I need to include. And I'm hoping it works because there's no way for me to test it because I don't know what it is. They won't tell anybody. And I understand why, like, to a certain degree, like, they don't want people to know exactly what the vulnerability is so they can immediately start abusing it. But those people who want to abuse it are going to figure it out pretty quickly. They're probably going to backtrace what the fix is fixing and figure it out pretty quickly before people can figure out what it's fixing in their project, if that makes any sense. I'm a little bit worried about this because I would really like them to be a little bit more open and allow us to, like, you know, maybe be able to verify that the fix actually works on our end. You know what I mean? We had a Unity rep in work on Friday. You should grab him by the collar and just shake him and be like, tell me what's going on. I do know what it is. Oh, you do? Okay, so could you share with the class? Because I still don't, I can't find, even in the source that I have from Gamerant, they didn't mention it either, and the email didn't mention it. I don't know exactly what's going on. I could? Then do. Get in the Discord. Explain it. Alright. Where's my... Oh. But will I? It would be helpful if you would. I guess maybe we'll never know. It's really not that hard to update. They just upload a build to their patcher and then send it to the storefront. Yeah, so my understanding is that the even created builds can be patched. So they have a patcher that'll fix already finished out builds. Also, Steam has a retroactive fix on their side that apparently is going to fix builds that are already uploaded to Steam. And then I believe Microsoft has something as well. Oh yeah, Windows Defender can patch this as well. So it's not that dire, but it's highly recommended, obviously, that you fix it at the source. Like, you know, if you're developing on Unity, you have to fix it, like, now. That'd be the best option. But as for what it is fixing, I don't really know. Apparently nobody knows. Because I couldn't figure it out. They're keeping it kind of hush. Alright. Well, I will, I'll give you a... Are you gonna join the Discord or are you not? Because you said, but will I? And then you've been quiet ever since I'm sitting here in the Discord. I don't want to waste precious VOD time. Even though this is going by really fast, it's gonna be a short episode. We're only at 37 minutes. Just kind of talking. I'm gerrymandering right now. That's not the word. Gerrymandering is where you're dividing political lines for your benefit. I am, what's the word I'm looking for? I actually can't remember. Where you stall for time. What is that called? Let me look that up. Word for stalling for time. Okay, that's not what I want. Political word. We're stalling for time. Filibuster, that's the word I'm looking for. See, I filibustered by looking up the word filibuster. Alright, we have, I guess, a text explanation from Kieran. Apparently it's existed as far back as 2017. We know that, Alpha, but it's just gone unnoticed for so long. Even now, no programs have found or utilized the exploit. I have also heard this as well, although I didn't include it in here. Some rando just accidentally found it and notified Unity. Basically, if you already had a virus and that virus found the unityplayer.dll, it could boost its permission on your computer, allowing it to access more stuff. That's crazy. It doesn't matter if you boot it up or not. It's simply the file being in your computer that's the issue. That's crazy. So it's specifically the Unity player. Oh shit. Interesting. So yeah. Definitely something that you want to update and make sure it's not still a security risk to your PC. So that's something I need to update too. We were working on Unity during our normal dev time, but as you can see, these all have a security alert on them now, all my versions of Unity. So I got to go through and update all those, and then hopefully it won't be an issue anymore. Crazy though. Crazy that this is happening. Not good for Unity. Really a bad look. Really, really icky bad look, if you ask me. Anyways, let's go to our pro tip of the week, and that is keep your convictions. The devil, here's a quote for the day. The devil always sends errors into the world in pairs of opposites. And he always encourages us to spend a lot of time, which is thinking which is the worst. You see why, of course, he relies on your extra dislike of the one error to draw you gradually to the opposite one. This is a quote by C.S. Lewis that I really liked. I saw this like 2 days ago, and I was like, that's actually crazy, especially in our day and age. This was written 84 years ago, and I'm like, the idea of the devil sending two terrible options for you to choose from, and you just choose the least evil one is kind of sneaky and so accurate. Let's talk about it. When in an environment trying to change you, be like a stone in the river. That is not to say to be rigid and unchanging to reason, but rather to hold firm against outside forces that may try to sway you in a direction you wish not to go. C.S. Lewis described 84 years ago how problems come in pairs so that they may trick you into choosing the least worst option that you normally wouldn't agree with. This couldn't be more true today with liberal versus conservative, violence versus peace, or inflation versus deflation. We have so many distractions that are, by design, meant to keep us arguing without ever finding a solution. Instead of being washed away from one side of the stream or another, stay rigid within the current, recognize the problems for what they are, and stand firm against them. What do you think of the pro tip from Febreze? Did he have a pro tip? I didn't see a pro tip from Febreze. But yeah, this is something that I've learned recently is like, especially like with problems, you don't actually know how strong a problem is until you go against it, right? Which is like a really crazy analogy that I've come up with. Like, you don't know how strong a stream is until you try to swim against it. If you just go with it, you'll never know its strength. At the top of the blog, by the way. Okay, we'll take a look at it. Let's move on to our community highlights. We have Karen's new project, Red Lantern. I hate to tease you here, but this is like your 19th new project, but it does look pretty cool. So let's take a look. So he made a delivery system here. This is my uni final project. Yeah, that's a little bit more understandable. If it's for uni. Wait, do you move slower while you have the box? Alright, he's just slowly delivering it to this door. Package complete in the top left is what it said. It does look really cool though. I like the different lighting elements that you have. I think he's going for like a noir kind of thing. Oh, this is Unreal Engine? Oh my gosh, look at these blueprints. look at these blueprints. Bro loves his blueprints. He's literally, is this rest of the video just him showing off the blueprints? He loves blueprints so much. It's gonna be a voxel style game set in Japan. That's cool. I think he had an image of it. Let me show off the Discord real quick. Yeah, Project Red Lantern, and then you can see that it's got like, look at that looks sick. I like that. That's cool. Oh, do you even have a color palette and everything? That's sick. I like the design of this. I should make a little board like this. I love that. So yeah, that's cool. I like that. And let's go to our next one. We have quite a few of these to give out. We have a lot of awards to give. This award show is about to go crazy. It's using a website called Miro. I sent it over to Kezi to look up. Oh wait, so that's you made that using like a template? You didn't just like do that in Photoshop or something? That's cool. I'll have to check that out. We have Mo's new blog post. So Mo made a brand new blog post that we were just talking about by Febreze. So this is are you saying this thing at the top is the Karen's new project? yeah. Are you saying that this is the pro tip? I got the chance to meet. No, that doesn't make any sense. Here's the dev. Where's the pro tip? It's a cool website. It's like infinite whiteboard site. That's what's up. You moved it to the top now? Okay, let me pull it up. So yeah, Mo made a new blog post, which is showcasing a, it looks like he, where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. It's like an interview with another game dev. The hardest part is finishing a game. Fabrice Magdans. So, that's it. I mean, it's not a bad quote, but it's just a short one. It's just one sentence. But I can't help but notice the fact that, I mean, my boy's really named Fabrice. Like, they really, they named him after a scent. Like, come on. Bro's named Fabrice. I mean, because you overlooked it, you moved it to the top because I didn't see it before. I don't know, man. My brain only sees, like, I didn't even see this part at the bottom, the 3 tips for indie developers. I was like, oh, that's it. That's the end of the, I got to here and I was like, oh, I guess that's it. And this is a game that he's working on. That's cool. Wait, it's already out? There's already some user reviews. Ah, creepy!
Face the dangers.
What kind of mind did this come from?
Find out about this strange world.
What the heck? There's like bug people. Bug people and lizard soldiers. And Birdman.
And restore what was once in order.
Whoa, it's like Mario 64.
You won't survive this.
That sounds like Ghost, to be honest. That voice sounds like Ghost, doesn't he? That's cool. By Fabrice. Publisher Bugman. That's cool. Well, best of luck to him with that. I can tell. It's his first game and his first time using Unreal. It gives indie dev just found Unreal Engine vibes. Kieran called it. Kieran is the resident Unreal Engine guy, I suppose. But yeah, that's cool. I love seeing all these projects. I mean, it's definitely unique. Bug people, lizard people, and like a bird, like a vulture main character. I mean, you definitely don't see that anywhere else. So you can, no matter what you say about it, no matter how it goes, I don't think anybody can ever say that he's copying someone else because that is so unique. Anyways, moving on to our next highlight of the week. We have Stefan's Mizu Game Jam entry. I said that in the fucking blog post. Yeah, I remember it was in Unreal Engine. I didn't remember it was the first time he's ever used it. I could tell from the post-processing, to be honest. Alright, so we got this cute little guy. Look at this. Look how happy that carrot is. What is this? This is the Game Jam entry that this fucking guy that Stefan's working on. It's cool though. I love seeing this kind of things that Stefan comes up with because he makes like such like I feel like there's a level of polish to like his quick games that he makes like this. I'm sure this took him like a weekend to do, and it looks so like polished and cute. I love the art style. I'm just a really big fan. I'll say it. I'm a big fan of Stefan. Sue me. I don't understand the gameplay. I don't either, but I like the visuals. I think it's really cool. A simp. I am a simp. I'll tell you. I'm definitely a simp. And what's not to understand? You water the carrot has Down syndrome. Anyways, moving on. We have one more. We have Stefan, the Piano Man. And now you'll understand exactly why I simp over Stefan. I don't have a lighter, but I do have a propane torch. There we go. There's the lighters. With fucking RuneScape open? Yeah, dude, the dude never stops grinding. He always has it open. Hey, man knows what he likes. Stefan's such a beautiful soul. So thank you, Stefan, for playing us out. That is the end of our presentation. So I want everybody to say goodbye to YouTube and definitely don't say anything mean. Just asking to make you a soundtrack for Infinium. I can do a soundtrack for Infinium. I've got the fuck YouTube. There it is. Bye, YouTube. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. And I'll see you guys on the VOD maybe Monday or fucker this tube. All right. Goodbye.